I'm on my way to Cedar Point right now with one quick question. How much can you do on a weekend, today's Saturday, at Cedar Point without fast lane? That is the goal today, to see how much and if we can ride every single roller coaster on a Saturday without fast lane. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's get down to some science and let's go. This year so far, it has seemed like there are a lot more people choosing the left lane when they're on their way into the park. So sometimes I actually find that taking the right lane is actually a little bit faster this year. Yeah, definitely going to the right is much better. Look at that line to the left. It's craziness. This is why judgment and just watching these videos is key for here. This is actually the furthest out that I have been here at Cedar Point. So today might be the fullest day that I've had here at Cedar Point. It makes sense also because today is probably the most beautiful day I have seen out of 2022 so far. So far, this year has been extremely hot. It's getting toward the end of our summer break as far as school coming back in session. So there's a reason why it's going to be busy today. So I don't have fast lane. I don't have anything today. I'm coming in at the busiest time. I didn't come in for early park entry. Nothing like that. Today we are trying to ride as many rides as we possibly can and hopefully hit every single roller coaster. And then we will compare that maybe a week from now to see if we can also get everything done with a fast lane as fast as possible. I don't know what's going to happen. Your guess is as good as mine. On a busy day like today, it's important to use the app. The app is going to kind of give you at least a decent idea, even though it's not always that accurate. It's going to at least give you a decent idea of what's popular where and what parts of the park maybe have fewer audiences in them. So right now it's looking like, just like usual, Gemini and some of the rides at the back right side of the park are the rides that are the easiest to get onto initially here. So we're going to go take advantage of a few low wait times that are still happening over there before those rides end up getting 30-minute waits later on in this very busy day. To use the app, go to your Cedar Point app, press the middle button, and then look up at the very top, and it'll say coasters. That's where you need to press. That'll just streamline the process for you so much because you won't have to scroll up and down looking for and through a very, very long listing of rides before you decide what to go on. Okay, Corkscrew says a 30-minute wait, and yuck. Why? Why would I wait that long? I'm not going to wait that long. No way. Absolutely not. No way. So, it does say 15 minutes outside of it though, but even that, honestly, it's just too much for me. I'm not doing that, especially not first in the day. So we're going back to Magnum, which is a purported, that's it, purported 15-minute wait. So that's what we're gonna try to do next. Even this says 15-minute wait. This is a decently long line for Magnum. I'm not happy with waiting in this line, but like I said, busy day. We're gonna have to wait in some lines today. It's not about the size of the line, it's all about how you use them. Just met Maddox in line here. It's nice to meet you, Maddox. Thanks for saying hi. And here's our train right now. Let's go. They look fun. All right, so Magnum took from 135 to 150, right at a 15-minute wait for Magnum. I did think that line seemed to be moving pretty quickly, especially for the amount of people in it. Now, next is Pipe Scream. Yes, I realize that a lot of you do not think the Pipe Scream is a roller coaster. Your problem is not with me. Your problem is with Cedar Point, because Cedar Point labels it a roller coaster. If you don't like that, don't come and complain to me on my page. You can do that all you want, but I'm still going to ride this as a roller coaster because that's what Cedar Point labels it as. We're on our way right now to Pipe Scream. Once again, a posted 15-minute wait. Not sure how true that's going to be. There's a long line, but if you can get fast lane, this is the ride that you make up that long wait on the most. Because I'm going to still have to wait 2 more cattle pens right here for me to go around. But if you're in fast lane, you get to skip all of that. You don't really have to wait for anyone. They just let you on first, and then they let everyone else on. Or at least usually that's the way it works. So it is a very fast ride when you have fast lane. It is a very slow ride when you wait in the traditional line. It has been 15 minutes right now. I do not think that this is going to be a 15-minute line by any stretch of the imagination. Right here toward the front. I don't know if I'll be let on or not, but we'll see. We're close. We'll be on the next one, but it looks like this is going to be a 35-minute wait rather than a 15-minute wait. All right, that time I was closer to the ball. The closer to the ball you are, the more you are going to feel, or the less you're going to feel the rotation. It just feels less pronounced, and so it makes you a little bit less dizzy. So for me, I like that. Also, I was to the left of the ball, which means it felt like I was turning forward and was seeing where I was going as I was turning, which I liked a lot better also. Said it is a busy day. There are so many people here today. This is definitely feeling like an outlier based on the rest of this year so far, at least for the days that I've been here anyway. That was a 35-minute wait though on a posted 15-minute wait, which honestly is not at all what I wanted to do, but I did it. So our next ride is going to be a food stand because I'm very hungry, but we'll probably end up getting something to eat and then coming into a line somewhere. It'll probably end up being one of our big ones because this is a tip I haven't done yet this year, but on days that are crazy busy, don't take time out to stop and eat. Instead, plan your time, your eating breaks for times when there was a big ride that you would like to hit. That will give you the ability to be able to ride the ride and eat all at one time. So into Frontier Town we go, where our biggest lines lie ahead of us. Unfortunately though, this also means that long lines are waiting for me for any kind of food. I've waited for the perfect time. It's about 2:30, which if you're gonna wait after, is probably not the worst time to do. But the problem is, at this point you get the convergence of people who want to eat dinner early and want to eat lunch late. It looks like Cedar Creek Mine Ride has a long line also. I mean, today is gonna be a day filled with that. Okay, so it's closed for an event, which is why every line around here is massive. You have to choose what you're going to eat, something that's easy to take along with you. If it's too messy, too greasy or whatever, it's going to be really difficult. So fresh baked pizza is a pretty safe and easy bet for getting into a line while you're eating. All right, and on our way to Maverick right now with some pizza. Let's go. It's definitely looking like an hour-long wait. It might even be an hour and 15 minutes. Not something I'm unwilling to wait for though on a day as busy as today. You can check out my video of wait times that I would suggest for these rides if you would like to on that. It has been 27 minutes right now and we still have a long way to go, but we've passed a lot of the line already. There is a decent size of a fast lane line happening right now. So that is something that is going to make this line take even longer than it normally would. It's been 40 minutes at this very moment. I'm ready for this line to be done, but I have a feeling we're still going to have quite a while still left in it. It has been exactly an hour right at this very minute. We still have a lot of line to go in front of us. We have covered a lot of ground in that hour, but this will, I said initially probably an hour and 15 minutes. It's looking like it'll be at least that, if not a little bit more. In the final stretch here, I don't know, probably still another 15 minutes or so, I would think. This has been not a short line. I'm not sure what happened all of a sudden here, but I see a lot of people sitting down. It's been a while since we moved forward. Yeah, Maverick says down, which means this is like the least positive way to spend time in Richard Trent here. If you have not yet, please press that subscribe button. We need you guys to subscribe because if we hit 3,000 subscribers during July, we are going to be doing a meet and greet here in the park. So we want you guys to come join us for that. So I know not all of you who are watching are subscribed, so please press that subscribe button right now. As soon as we hit that 3,000 mark, I will plan very quickly that meet and greet time if we can get that during July. So let's go. Oh, also please press that like button and tell me down below what your favorite ride here at Cedar Point is. I don't know. Tell me something down below. Finally came back up. It's time to go. It has now been almost an hour and 30 minutes of just waiting here for Maverick. As it went down, it's now coming up really, really fast. So you fill all of them so quickly, all of these so quickly, that it just becomes a really, really fast loading process when it finally starts going. So now that it's going, we're not going to have to wait very long. They're all just going to fill up really, really quickly. I hate standing in line for lines that are not moving at all. And this line did not move for quite a while. And usually I would try to get out of that line. But there comes a time when I've been waiting in a line for long enough that I just can't escape it. I just have to continue to wait for the line because it just takes, you know, you've invested so much time in it already that you just have to stay in line. So it's been an hour and 35 minutes and we're on this next one right here. I think it's this one. I should have known not to have ridden an Intamin ride at the heat of the day when everything is the busiest. This should be something I'm aware of. Apparently I wasn't thinking about it today. I know also that my audience is not necessarily all thuzies, which even thuzy is something you may not know. So thuzy means roller coaster enthusiasts. That's where the word thuzy comes from. I'm not really even a roller coaster enthusiast, but then also, I mean, I like roller coasters, but I like them as a part of the experience. But if you're not familiar with thuzy, then you're probably also not familiar with Intamin. Intamin is the group that produced Millennium Force and Maverick both. They also produced Wicked Twister and Dragster. All four of those are rides that frequently have a lot of issues. We rode everything. Luckily, we've now ridden the big ride at the back also now. So hopefully we can go ride several more things and get some good headway. And then we'll ride some other big rides toward the end of the evening when we come back here, back into this area tonight. Even got wet on that one. That gave me a nice little spritz. Wow, that one was powerful. kid went running this way too. That's pretty fun. All right, so it is almost 5 o'clock, and I have ridden 2 things today. I did get in here at about 1:30, but still, I guess, no, I've ridden 3 things today. It's not a very good average at this point. The good thing now is that we have successfully completed one of the 4 big rides, especially the 2 at the back are the ones I find get the worst lines. So being able to get Maverick done right away is a good thing. Now, if I really would have done it right, I think I probably should have done Steel Vengeance first, because it's less likely to break down. That doesn't mean it never does. It's just doesn't happen as often. And then I could have done Maverick tonight, done a dark ride on it. All right, now Rougarou says 45 minutes, but Rougarou frequently says 45 minutes when it's actually like a 10-minute wait. So I have a quick little hack for you to use when you are in this situation. You're not quite sure what Rougarou really is. Take a moment to stop for a minute right here across from Millennium Force and look between these 2 things. See how long the line looks. And gauge for yourself how long you think it would be. I don't think that is a 45-minute wait at all. So we're gonna hop into line at Rougarou right now so that we don't have to wait 45 minutes, because I have a feeling that's more like a 15-minute wait. Okay, it says 1 hour. Yeah, this does not look like an hour wait. There's almost no way, unless there's more to this line that I don't see. There's no way it's an hour. Look how fast this line is moving. This is not a 45-minute wait. This is usually a safe bet to go on in the middle of the day when you think that it's going to have a long line, because everything else does. If it says 45 minutes, a lot of times you can almost bet on 75% of the time that it's not going to. All right. This is not going to be very long at all, but it may be like a 10-minute wait from here. Not bad in comparison to the hour that they said up at the front. Part of the strategy for doing Steel Vengeance late tonight is because Steel Vengeance is a ride that I can hit literally minutes before the park closes. And even if it is an hour or 2-hour line at that point, I can still hop in that line and wait for those 2 hours. Now, if it's too long, last year they did close a little bit early. So I'll make sure to get there a little bit early just in case. But it is a strategy that's worth looking at to get to the ride, the last big ride that you have for the day, and to ride it at the end of the day. Now, you are taking some risks with that also, because if, for instance, the ride were to close early because it broke down, then you're not going to get to ride that day. So that's something to keep in mind with it, but a lot of times it can pay big dividends in your day and allowing you to ride a lot of other rides throughout the day by saving that one last big ride for the last couple minutes.
Point is not responsible for anything lost or damaged while riding. Welcome back, riders. How was your ride?
Posted hour outside.
Fantastic.
Well,
Going up the left of
this line has gotten substantially smaller. The line for Rougarou has gotten even smaller as I've been in it. So even then, I probably didn't make the best decision, but I probably made a good decision in what I could have done, especially around this area. I always hate it though when lines get smaller while I'm in them, because that means if I would have shown up just, 10 or 15 minutes later, I would have had a much shorter line rather than a longer line. That always makes me feel like, man, could I have done something else instead? But I mean, you have to do, there comes a time when you just have to do something. Now, one ride that we will not be able to do later because of the parade is Iron Dragon. And it doesn't look like the line for Iron Dragon is spectacularly long right now either. Despite, I think online it says it's a half hour. Actually, I think in front of it, it says it's a half hour. But I do not believe that this is a half hour line. So we're gonna hop into line here at Rougarou. Oh, it actually says 45 minutes. I don't believe that for anything. So here we go. Iron Dragon, it's time. Let's go. Speaking of lines getting longer while you're in them, right here, that has gotten substantially longer very, very quickly. So in this case, it looks like we did choose the right time to get into Iron Dragon. It does say a 35-minute wait, not a 45-minute wait online. This might be that. I don't even know that it is though, unless there's only one train. I haven't checked yet, so I'm not entirely sure, but I have a feeling they're running 2 trains right now. There's a train that just left and one entering the station right now. So definitely 2 trains. This should not be even a full 35 minutes. Ready to go on the next one. Right here is ours right at 5:47. When you've got a line like this for Iron Dragon, you know this park is absolutely full. When the line for Iron Dragon though comes all the way out here, which I've seen several times, that's when you know it's like, it's a crazy, crazy day. All right, so now it's looking like Blue Streak has about a 20-minute wait. We're also gonna need to grab something to eat pretty soon here. It's almost 6 o'clock right now. So I'm actually going to the restroom real fast. And then we're gonna see about getting something to eat, maybe even over at Chickies and Pete's. Now, right now, Gatekeeper says that it has been down for the last little bit. It's probably been a good half hour, maybe longer than that I've seen the Gatekeeper's been down. So if Gatekeeper is down right now, I'm back up here toward the front of the park. There have been other things down, but I haven't felt like I could take advantage of them. At this point, if Gatekeeper has been down for a half hour or maybe even longer than that, I do see it testing right now. It's been testing right behind me just a second ago. If it's testing and if people are ready to start riding it again, there may be a good chance that, especially if it's been for long enough, that people are out of line for it. And in that case, that could be a really fast way for me to get another ride on. So I'm gonna stay right in this area. I'm gonna go Blue Streak. Once I'm done, I'm gonna check if Gatekeeper is up yet. And then I'm gonna book it over there if it is. Right now though, it's Blue Streak at a 15-minute wait. And I think it's even less than that. No, okay. 15 or 10 is probably a reasonable guess for this right now. Still definitely worthwhile. And one more for me to do to get my average up while I'm here at Cedar Point this afternoon, whatever time it is. This is definitely not the longest line I've waited in for Blue Streak. And I think we're gonna move real fast here too. Right, here it comes. Now it goes into the pocket. Let's go! All right, so Gatekeeper assumedly just opened up. It says it has a 10-minute wait right now. So that's where I'm headed to take advantage of one more short wait time before I eat this evening. Gatekeeper has a short line right now. I understand walking fast to it, but people who run, still, it does not help you. You are not saving yourself any time by running. You're allowing, yourself to skip 5 people. That's not helping you. You're still getting on the same train with those people. You don't need to run. Yeah, so it just came up from hiatus. We'll be able to make up that hour-and-a-half line that we stood in for Maverick earlier today. So Blue Streak was actually an 8-minute wait, and we'll see how long. And we'll see how long Gatekeeper actually takes also. So sometimes having a big name roller coaster that closes down throughout the day, or at least partial times throughout the day, can end up meaning that you have a very, very quick wait that you can be a part of if you hang out in the area. So sometimes closures can actually work to your favor when you're trying to ride everything here at Cedar Point. This line has gotten substantially longer just in the 17 minutes that it took for me to get onto this ride. All right, so I have a new goal. I'm not planning to eat right now, at least not at Chickies and Pete's. I might grab something very fast for me to eat. All right, it's 6:40, and the parade starts at 7 o'clock. I know that before the parade starts, you can actually see everyone back behind. I want to see what they actually do back there. So we're going out of the park right now onto the beach, and we're just gonna go a little bit toward the parking lot to see what we can see while we're out there. Then we're gonna come back in and ride as many more rides as we possibly can. At this point, we have ridden 7 rides in 5.5 hours. So I think we have a little bit of time to play around with here, and especially since we're staying till 11 o'clock and getting that very last ride in at 11 o'clock, I think we should have plenty of time for this. So it's time to go out, get some sun, also get a few fun different views of the parade. Man, once again, there are just a ton of people out here enjoying the beach. All right, so we are out on the beach. Where we're headed is to go check out the cast for the parade. It's not very hard to get to, but it does take some time to get over there. So you have to go past the whole wall where Wicked Twister is, or used to be, I guess. And then you just keep going straight from there. And the parade should be starting fairly soon. Like, we're talking like 10 minutes from now. Really, truly, the wind feels so nice. There's a little bit of heat. The wind also is cool enough that it kind of cools you down in a bad way, because you end up getting hot, and then you're like, you get on a roller coaster and you sweat like crazy because the wind cools you off. But I mean, it's better than just having oppressive heat. Yep, we do see them all. There's only so much we can see from here, though. It's kind of fun to watch them all practicing. Thought this would be kind of a fun view to see people from. Definitely love live entertainment here at Cedar Point. Just parking here at the parking lot for Cedar Point, you still can come enjoy this entire beach. I have a feeling that's what these people are doing right around me right now. This is a place where you can come, you can hang out, you can go past the wall, you can go out to the boardwalk, you can enjoy this area. This is not just a place for hotel guests. This is actually your reminder to stay hydrated while you're here in the park. I am going to go grab food and get some water here at the park at Coasters. I have actually not been to the new Coasters location yet this year. I guess it's not a new location, but they redid the entire thing. So the inside is very different. I've not seen a single massive line for it, which used to be standard here. So we're gonna get a good burger, some fries, and some water. That should be something easy for us to eat while we go stand in a 75-minute or 40-minute wait for Valravn or for Raptor. All right, so since I haven't eaten here, I'm actually gonna do like a full review. I did just get a burger, not a cheeseburger, which is disappointing, but that's fine. And even then, it's really good. It tastes like butter burgers. Everything was just ready for me, just spread out. They didn't have cheeseburgers, they were still waiting on those. But other than that, they had everything else ready. And it's understandable that they'd run out of something, you know? I'm impressed for a place that historically did not have that great of food. This was faster, and it tastes better than it did last year. Definitely impressive. I like this a lot. I don't know what rating I'd give it, but I really like it. Last year, I hated every single fry I tasted. These fries are so good. Cedar Point has massively stepped up its food game this year. So to get the food and to eat the food, I think that whole meal only took about 10 minutes. So at least we're moving nice and quickly. Parade does stop and do like a little dance break and all of that, just like they did last year, but they do it in a different place than they did it last year. It looks like they leave this walkway on the right side open for people to walk down, which is definitely good. The cool thing is that a lot of times Raptor does lower itself a little bit. Its wait times get lower and lower as the evening progresses, because most people have hit it in the morning. So if that's the case, and we're able to hit Raptor for, let's say, a 20-minute wait rather than a 45-minute wait, then we should also be able to get Millennium Force done. So I think that would be definitely preferable. Love these cool misting fans. I don't know why this is, but there is almost no one in the fast lane queue. There come two people. So far it has been about 32 minutes. They said an hour and 15 minutes when we got in line. It's been a little bit over 15 minutes. So that's perfect. Oh, it's been a little bit over 45 minutes on an hour and 15-minute posted wait. So that is perfect. I'm definitely ready to get onto this ride. All right, time to go. We've got a little bit less than a 30-minute wait here on Raptor. We're on our way in to Raptor right now. Unless it's closed down, I see people leaving. They are sending an empty one. So, okay, maybe I just will come back here later on. We could go hit Millennium right now, because I think they almost tried to stop me up at the front anyway. So that tells me, when I compare it to everything else, including empty trains going by, tells me there's a wait here that I don't want to wait for. Okay, yeah, so too many warning signs on that beast right there. So we're not doing that right now. Instead, we're going to move on to Millennium Force, and then we're going to see where we go from there. Maybe we'll hop over to Gemini. Maybe we'll go hit the mine ride. We'll see what happens before 9:30. Okay, so I actually redirected one more time here because I think I can hit possibly the two rides that we missed over here, Corkscrew and Gemini, before the parade starts over here. And as soon as the parade's over, or possibly even before the parade, I can ride Millennium, or the show, the end of the night show. I can ride Millennium Force. So that's the whole idea right now. If it really works well, we might even hit Mine Ride at the end of this whole thing and then just walk all the way back to where the parade is, or possibly even take the train. But to see what happens, there are several variables right now, and I'm really good at changing my mind. So, but I have a pretty decent idea of what my plan is at this very moment. All right, so we've got a 15-minute wait. Let's go. All right, 12 minutes. I guess it'll be just a little bit longer than that. I can see our red car coming right there. But maybe 15 minutes at the very most. Yep, 15 minutes right now as it comes up. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. That's a terrible ride in every single way. And yet, I don't know, I kind of have an affinity for it. I'm a very complicated man, okay? Now, Gemini was not an option earlier. It is 8:59 right now, which means we have a half hour until the show at the end of the night starts. I think we can hit Gemini and then go ahead. I don't have to be there right at the beginning of the show. I keep wanting to call it a parade. So I'm wondering if I can hit both Gemini and Cedar Creek Mine Ride before 9:30 and then just have a quick walk after that. This is the time of night when, especially Cedar Creek Mine Ride, is really gonna lose a lot of people because a lot of people that are part of families have left for the evening. So we'll see what happens. There is a massive crowd right in front of me right now. Worst case scenario, if it is too busy, I'll be able to go straight back to the show instead of hitting Cedar Creek Mine Ride. And then I'll just need to hit Millennium Force and Cedar Creek Mine Ride on my way back. So I guess I also need to try to hit Raptor too, don't I? I don't know, we'll see how much I can do. They have the popcorn machine here. Apparently Gemini is a 10-minute wait, and it looks like it actually says a 0-minute wait. So we're gonna go hit that right now. Yeah, we have not stopped here at all. This has been a perfect walk-on. Completely a walk-on. It has been officially 4 minutes. Let's go. Okay, so I think the plan as it exists right now, we got off of that in 13 minutes. So I think we're gonna go straight to Cedar Creek Mine Ride, and then we're gonna go to Millennium Force while the show gets started. Cedar Creek Mine Ride says a 30-minute ride or line on the app, but I don't think it's even close to that. Luckily, we've had some good breaks tonight. They can get us hopefully onto every ride. All right, so I have 7 minutes until the show. The trend I have noticed is that every single time you go to ask for a glass of water, they will say, do you want to buy a souvenir cup? You can say no. What I'm telling you is say no. I don't drink pop, so I always say no. I always ask for the paper cup option. And then there are other things besides pop that you can get, but mostly it's pop, and then a few like sugary fruit juices and things like that. It looks like the show is already started. It's ready to go. It's actually happening right now. So I'm not sure if we'll stop and watch it or if we'll just move straight on. Either way, I think we might be able to hit all of them tonight, surprisingly. Kind of was expecting that I was not going to be able to hit all of them.
And a friendly attendance.
The friendliest!
Wow, this sounds like the perfect place for a Cedar Point family vacation. I just can't wait till the day when you knock on my door.
Tree with anyone else but me, anyone else but
gonna work, but I'm gonna go try to hit Millennium Force before the show ends, because at that point I think it will become flooded with people. It does still say 60 minutes in front of it. And Raptor says 15 minutes. I don't know. I'm hedging my bets here. But we're gonna go see what we can do over the next hour while the park is still open. So wish me luck. Let's go. Okay, it says an hour and a quarter here. All right, so I think bets were hedged wrongly. So what I'm gonna do is go straight back, because this says a 70-minute wait right now. I kind of believe it. So I think we're gonna go back, hit Steel Vengeance, and then from there, we're gonna see if we can hit one more ride. Obviously, I would have had the ability to ride one more ride one way or another, but I decided to spend an hour watching the show, which I think is worthwhile, or a half hour watching the show, which I think is worthwhile. It's definitely time well spent, but I could have ridden one more ride. So we're gonna try to go hit Steel Vengeance, because I have a feeling it's not actually a 60-minute wait. I have a feeling it's less than that. And then we might be able to hit either Millennium Force or Raptor on the way back up. So first of all, I love live entertainment here at Cedar Point. So when it comes to that show, regardless, I love it no matter what. But I really love that show in particular because there's so much happening on stage. Dare I say, I actually like this version a lot better than the version that they put on last year with like all the parade floats all around it and all that. I think that was almost too much. But there's so many people on stage, there's so many different people dancing, singing, doing all kinds of stuff, playing instruments. You have stunts, you have all kinds of great stuff happening up there on the stage. And then also, I love it when they sing She Bangs, because they started with Spanish, which I've never heard here at Cedar Point before. I think it's a really cool addition to the song to start it out in Spanish. So I'm definitely all about that. I love it. I think it's really fun. Now, if Steel Vengeance is actually a 60-minute wait, then that'll be fine. That'll be the end of our night, and I'll end it with a bang. If it is not, then maybe we'll have enough of a time to be able to run back up here and book it to hit something else. Probably if I was really being as efficient with my time as I wanted to be, I should have gone straight to Raptor, because Raptor would have been the sure bet at 15 minutes. And then I could have made the decision at the end of the night which one I wanted to do, Millennium or Steel Vengeance. That would have been the better decision. Instead, you are witnessing a flawed Trent. I do make mistakes. This is one of those very big mistakes. We just keep on going when something doesn't work out the way that we thought. By the time I'd gotten all the way back to Millennium Force, it was like, there's no way. I'm not just gonna go back up to Raptor again. There's no way. I'm not gonna do that. So, we'll see what we can hit, how lucky we get. Let's go. Okay, so pay attention to the train. If you see a train, like at this point, think of this as a running situation for me. So I don't want to miss it. All right, so we're here at Steel Vengeance. Okay, it says 30 minutes. If that is the case, we can do this. We will have to make this as fast as humanly possible, especially with the locker system. That's the biggest issue. But it may legitimately be a possibility. So I don't see much of a line here. I just saw some guys, I didn't catch their names, but I made a video with, well, they were in the video a while ago. They're super, super nice guys. There were some girls that were with them too. I think they were completely confused by what was happening. Anyway though, guys, I loved seeing you. It was really nice to see you again. And sorry it's so busy. I'm trying to run. I'm trying to get all these done. This was a much better decision than Millennium Force. Even right here though, like this line has gotten really, really short. So I'm almost tempted to like lap this one like 3 or 4 times, but I don't know that like that's not the challenge for today. So we're gonna try to book it right back up to the front and get that done right now. I'm gonna take off my hat and get everything ready to go straight into the locker because I do not have a second to spare. I didn't really get this choice with especially Raptor, but I could have probably ridden Millennium Force earlier on in the day, meaning when I rode Steel Vengeance. Could have just chosen to bite the bullet on Millennium Force anyway, since it seems like Millennium is getting some real long lines tonight, knowing that crowds are going to crowd around it during the show. So that would have been a smart thing for me to have thought about. And I could have left these two alone. I could have hit both of them at the end of the night. So it looks like our last ride of the night will be this crazy thing right here that I cannot wait to do. Millennium Force. Looks like, unless the line is really short, I'm probably gonna miss Raptor for this evening. But like I said, Raptor is what I would have ridden had I decided not to go to the show. Now remember, Millennium Force says 70 minutes. I don't think it's gonna be 70 minutes, but I don't think I'm gonna get on another ride either. Even if Raptor does come back up, I think this will be the last one. Unless there is some crazy miracle that gets me straight through. Millennium does say 30 minutes up at the front though. And yeah, that looks like a 30-minute wait to me. I just love the power behind the Millennium Force. It's crazy. Back to the car. Let's go. Been a 21-minute wait, and they are hype. I'll be on blue. All right, so tonight we rode 14 rides tonight. All roller coasters, all of the roller coasters except for Raptor we were able to hit. And like I said, if we hadn't gone to the show right back there, we would have definitely hit Raptor in that 15-minute time frame that they would have had. We probably could have even done that and still gone to catch most of the show. But that's not what I did. So, but I also got here at 1 o'clock today and spent basically 10 hours here. We got a couple of meals, but we could have come into the park starting at 10 o'clock, and that's without early park entry. So we easily could have done everything today without any problems whatsoever on a very, very busy Saturday. Now, did that very busy Saturday have a few lucky breaks? Yes. Did I see things and use some of those things that I saw? Yes. But did I also get lucky a couple times? Absolutely I did. And sometimes that's gonna happen. Sometimes, like, you kind of have to both use what you have at your disposal and do your absolute best with it. And you have to sometimes count on possibly a couple of lucky breaks. So there's a mixture of intuition and just dumb luck. It's always a great challenge for me to try to ride as many things as I possibly can, especially when I give myself less of a time frame to do it in. But yeah, definitely a fun day today at Cedar Point. Tomorrow, we'll be doing some more stuff here. Thank goodness I'm spending the night here tonight. Now tonight I'm not feeling going to the bar and out on the beach and all that. So I'm just getting some water. It's time to get to my hotel. I am exhausted. Well, you beat me tonight, Raptor, but you won't beat me tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. For real, I love it that you guys watch these videos and that we have this little community here. And you guys are such a great audience. So thank you so much for just being you. And also, please press that subscribe button if you haven't yet. I know that some of you haven't pressed that subscribe button, and we're trying to reach that 3,000 subscriber mark. So please come and join this roller coaster and theme park loving family. And once we hit that 3,000 mark, we are going to be doing a we're going to be doing a meet and greet here at Cedar Point. So we'd love to have you guys come and join this, and you guys can be a part of that. We'd love to have you guys come hang out for a day. I can't meet people every single day that I'm here. Otherwise, I'd never release another video again as long as I live. Because there's always, every day I come, there's someone who says, hey, we'd like to hang out or something like that. I just can't do that, but I can pick some special dates. So, and this won't be the only one. We'll set other goals in the future, and we'll just do more meet and greets as the time permits. So, yeah, let's go. Also, for those of you who are still here, please go check out my Patreon too. You have some power moves there that you can do, and we're going to be having another poll coming out soon for people to vote on in the Gatekeeper tier or higher. So check that out, see what all it comes with. I also have another video coming out for July for my Patreon audience, and that's exclusive content only for them. So it's just me talking about life, but you get to vote on those topics also. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and let's go! I'll be here tomorrow for the long-awaited snack video. I'm also going to do a best morning here at Cedar Point, and then we're also going to talk about the replacement for Wicked Twister, which I think is going to be kind of exciting. So keep your notifications on for all of those things coming soon. There's also an Instagram Decides My Day coming up, so check that out. Also on you can go find my Instagram at NotYourNormalG1 on Instagram, obviously. We're just gonna do so many additional things. This year is not even close to over, so school may be starting, but even then, I have some time still until school starts. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. We're also going to be doing a Patreon Decides My Day. I mean, there's just whatever you can imagine. There's all kinds of stuff coming up. So let's go.